was upstairs at the very beginning. Everyone else was down in the main area. Came downstairs. There was a conversation. Um, the only details I fully remember currently is talking about finding this fiend that was about. So, it was asked of Carlos and nobody to find this fiend. It then turned out that Carlos could not actually sense the demon, as his inclination was mainly towards spirits. So it was mainly going to be based off of the senses of nobody. So they headed to the center of town, where he saw it previously. It was sensed, and some of us started moving their way toward the fiend almost immediately, and then somebody got swiped at by some ethereal hand as a strangely bubbly knight. Well, I guess not by the image. A knight came into view, seeming to fade into reality as he began fighting us all. He was defeated, and after that, they began moving their way towards where the fiend was last sensed. While heading this way, they came across Tasha as she was curious as to our current situation. Uh, the sense was once again used as per request of Rick, and it was found that the fiend was at one point behind nobody, but as soon as he turned around, the fiend had already bursted off into the distance. After that, my mind is blanking, unfortunately.
That's pretty much
We
where we ended. We went
well,
back,
we went
got
back to
food.
the we got fixed up or whatever at the doctor's, and then
Yeah,
we
we went
slept.
back to the inn. Right, yes. If I remember correctly, I did. Right, Nick,
Then
can I use the two things you sent me?
Uh, yeah, I was going to ask if you were interested in those. As I was
Oh,
going to say,
100%.
you could use them if you want.
we also woke up, and then I looked outside, and everything looked like 50 years old, covered in dust.
Right, that's where we ended.
Me and Rick.
Yeah. Well, I had just woken
And he put
everyone
a
up.
and he put a hand on something and dust fell down.
The
Yeah.
door. The door!
But
The
yeah, that's
door.
about it.
So, as you all begin waking up, you each can see, you each begin to notice this as well. What would you all like to do?
We should probably try to sneak out of here now.
Bird.
What about a bird?
I'm I'm turning into a bird to go start looking for shit.
Alright.
The recon.
Bird mode.
While
I was
he
trying to
does
do that
that,
last session, but you know.
let's try to head the way we came in. Sneakily.
Alright. So, I will ask Richard, Nix, where are you heading in this bird form?
Uh, generally flying around this area, keeping keeping semi above the group, but not so much as somebody might suspect something.
Alright. And what is
And I
next?
suppose I'm just a vulture.
Why are we sneaking?
Because everyone vanished, and we don't know what kapooed them.
We'll just go find them.
Yeah, let's do that, but let's be sneaky and go this way.
How are you supposed to find people if you're sneaky?
They'll find us, hopefully not.
Why would we not want them to
I'm not
find us if we
that
don't know where they
far,
are?
Finmire, you have to guide us out of here sneakily so we can go find the people who left the people to find the people.
But what if they're sneaking
Right.
from us and we gotta sneak from them, but then they're sneaking from us, so we can't
Then
sneak
we
from
sneak
them
from
because we
them,
don't know
so
where
we
to
sneak
sneak?
from them. Then we sneak from them to sneak to us.
Rick,
Yeah?
Okay.
would we not try to look for the two people who have kindly let us stay in their abode?
We should first see if we can leave, and then we can come back and find them.
That makes sense.
Or at least wait till Nyx does his recon.
Okay.
Well then, have you all checked upstairs?
No.
Nobody will make his way upstairs
Alright.
and begin searching rooms, knocking on them before entering.
As you make your way upstairs, each step seems to kind of knock a little bit of dust loose on the railing to your side. And as you kind of knock on the doors, no response from either.
Because I'm curious, I will go ahead and use one of my divine senses
Alright.
and see if I can sense anything in the area. Well, the area within 60 feet of me.
Kind of take a second and reach out. Nothing.
Nothing. Alrighty.
I will begin heading out. Not like too far away from the building, but just kind of like skulking around
Alright.
towards the road that we came in on.
Wait, Nick, did you say what I found upstairs?
You kind of knocked on. Well, you said you knocked on their doors, correct?
Yes, and if no one answered, I entered.
Oh, I did not hear that part. My apologies. Then,
Well, I didn't say no one answered, but I did say I will knock on their doors and then enter.
my apologies, I did not hear that bit. Kind of
You're good.
enter the first door, and from what you can see, it seems as if there's a few tools kind of strewn about on a table, and it seemed as if there had once been something kind of hung up to the walls, but whatever it is now on the ground, seeming to be dried up. But looking at the table, you can see that there is. It almost looks like an old brewer's kit and a sewing kit.
I will, I guess, take a mental note of this and make my way out to the next room.
Alright. Make your way into the next room, and this one you see that there is a dilapidated bed in here, and a few potions, and what appears to be quite a few doctor supplies in here. Though most seems to like they have rusted due to age.
I see. Are there any other rooms upstairs?
It seems like there is only these.
Then I'll make my way downstairs.
Very well. And as you are making your way back down while you are checking those rooms, Rick, you do step outside, kind of look around. And you said you're trying to head back from whence you came?
Yeah, slowly waiting on everyone, I guess.
Alright.
I'm following him.
You're following? Alright.
I also do a head count to make sure we have Trevin, Airlift, everyone.
Yes, they are there as well.
I'm Bird.
Yeah, I know you're Bird.
I'm Bird.
Well, question is how you got out of the house with the door closed.
You had opened the door.
Oh, that's right.
And then he closed the door.
Slam.
Slams door on Birdwing.
Then, as you step out, you can just faintly begin to hear in the distance music playing.
What direction?
Doesn't seem creepy at all.
Oh
It
no.
appears to be coming towards the center of town.
I don't want to go to the clown music.
But, as you all make your way towards the edge of town, since you all are moving stealthily, go ahead and roll me stealth checks. And, I will say, as mentioned earlier, Nix, it is very foggy here right now, so it is hard to keep track of your allies if you're flying high above.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just at a later point. I'll do recon, but at a later point, I'm gonna keep an eye out for Rick's hothead.
Good luck with a 2022 and that 2022. Can't wait till later. I'm getting ass fucked by a clown and I rolled nat 1.
So 22, a 16.
I'll roll for Abigail, I guess.
Yes.
I think she has a plus something.
25.
Damn.
Stealthy
Finmire. Finmire doesn't take fucking sneaking lightly.
I live close to the ground.
Fenmire,
He's the closest to the ground. He's the sneakiest.
Fenmire looks at everybody, gives them a peace sign, and fades out of existence.
Yes!
Disappears.
I love that meme.
She got a 15, by the way.
This is a group success. Very nice. Very nice.
I love that guy.
I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Wait, so Resident Dwarf has a +5 to stealth?
+7.
+7.
Damn.
But
I have 8.
You
as
have 8 dexterity.
Wait. Hold on. It was only a 24. I have a +6 to my stealth. My bad.
I don't think that changes much. Turns out he minorly fades from existence.
He does more of a
as you
homer.
all begin
Leave the
kind
fake
of walking.
residue behind.
Rick, you kind of glance over as Aerolith kind of flies through a spider web, and you can see as she begins to go to scream, seem to just freak out. But quickly, you're able to cover her mouth before she can scream.
I put her in my pocket.
Your natural 20 canceling out her natural 1.
Good
Okay.
God.
I just put her in my jacket pocket.
Alright.
How is
Well,
a
not
fairy
all the way
less
in.
stealthy than a
She
dwarf?
could poke her head out, but
Well,
How
from
is
what
a
you could
fairy
tell,
less stealthy?
well, from what those around her could tell, she wasn't really focused on what was in front of her, kind of more just looking around and flew into a spider web that freaked her out.
I don't know why I thought of Adventure Time where Jake's running from the trains.
But, as you all make your way towards the edge of town, you all can see just up ahead what appears to be almost like runes floating in the air in front of the entrance.
I roll Arcana check.
Go for it.
15.
Can I do an active perception check?
Sure.
$13.
13, you begin looking around. It is hard to see the surroundings right now, but you can
Damn.
notice a faint glow coming from even above the walls that seem reminiscent of what's right at this front gate. And, Rick, as you begin to look at this, it's your initial thought was some sort of barrier, but looking at this, none of these runes line up with what you know for something like that.
Is there a rock on the ground?
There's certainly rocks that you could pick up.
I pick one and throw it at the bear.
Alright. You toss it, and you watch as just as it enters, it comes out. Back towards you.
I dodge.
Well, not far enough to hit you. It kind of enters and shoots out, kind of just bouncing onto the ground.
You just hear Rick let out a sigh. I guess we gotta go find what that spooky music is.
Fuck yeah, clown time. Blame it on the fool and move on.
Don't like cloud.
I'm still in the house, right?
Correct. Which, as you step downstairs, you realize you are alone.
I turn the group around towards the music, by the way.
I will head outside.
As you step out, you can just faintly hear this music in the distance.
I'll make my way to it, but I will specifically, I guess, try to move from shadow to shadow.
Very easy for a black man.
Racist.
Then,
He's black? He is?
as each separate group moves, nobody is first to arrive, as
Oh no.
in the center of
Oh,
this,
I should say, because I'm moving from shadow to shadow, I am trying to move stealthily. I am not like fucking.
yeah, I get it.
He's doing do.
Give me a stealth check. Let's see what you
Kind
got.
of. Alright.
Nat one.
Jaden's done one, nat one.
Get a nat one.
Outsies.
17.
17?
Yeah.
You're able to
I
move
like-
fairly quietly during this. And
I
as
thought
you
I'm a
He's
shadow
good.
man.
As you reach the center of town, kind of peek out from a shadow, and you can see in the center of town there appears to be a circus tent that has been set up. Which, comparing it to everything else that is here, it's pristine.
I wanted to go to the circus.
I think Rick's gonna sit this one out.
Um,
There's something he fears more than centipedes.
where is it? Where is it? There it is. That's what it's called.
She's a jester, not a clown. Get it right.
What?
Mom, well, here comes that cousin we all hate.
What?
Demon spawn.
But, what are you doing? Nobody.
I sent you. I sent you.
Oh, my apologies.
What, you too afraid to say it to the rest of us? You go fucking clown?
Let's see, I need to double check what that ability does. But if I had to guess, probably.
It's probably the one you're thinking about, because I was talking to you about it a while ago.
Doesn't help that I'm struggling to find it.
And how I'm annoyed with it.
Send me where to find it, because my brain is struggling right
I'll do you one better.
now. Okay.
Starts reading it out.
That makes my life so much easier, thank you.
Yes, screenshots are amazing.
Screen pot. I mean, usually I don't screen mine.
Yes, you may.
Alright, then he will sink into the floor.
Not the floor. Anything but the floor.
He encounters floor clown.
Floor clown. Yes, of course. My arch enemy, floor clown.
Was that fucking Billy and Mandy episode where they're like fighting spiders and Billy's like, the only thing that is worse than spiders is clown spiders, and one just appears.
Floor clown is like those like taxidermy like bear rugs?
Taxidermied clown.
Yep. Taxidermy clown rug.
But,
That seems like something Nyx would make.
so are you waiting?
Walks in the room.
Are you waiting?
Yes,
there?
I'm waiting.
Alright.
Yes.
Then the rest of you continue to walk, and it is very quiet here, other than this music.
Why did you go to the circus? I thought that was
Like,
cute.
not creepy at all.
But there's no conversation. You all
So this,
go on.
It's
if
because
you
we're
wish to
stealthy.
speak.
I was gonna go. So there's music. This is not suspicious at all, huh?
Nope, just a circus.
Nick, have I ever been to a circus? Do I know what a circus is?
You've heard of the circus, but you've never been to one.
What is the like main form of entertainment in Metalis? Like gladiator, blood flight, like battles
No,
to the
it's
death?
usually kind of more theaters.
I see.
Cringe. What about for the lowly folk?
So that means Rick
Lowly
has to ask
folk is
us-
usually street music.
Wait, so Rick's never been
Street
to the
fight, that's
circus?
all it.
No,
That means Rick doesn't know what a clown is.
I know what a con is.
I mean, as I said, he has heard of the circus.
I find the
Never-
concept.
He's never seen a
unamusing.
real clown, though.
I find the concept of these clowns unamusing.
You're a clown.
Well, the circus is more something that would be seen in a loo.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
Oh yeah, it's real,
Dead clowns?
real enticing to go to a loo.
I guess we just make our way there.
Well, you know what? I know what Callis is gonna do when we get to a loo. If we're going there.
Circus?
I don't actually remember if we're going there.
We're
If
not
we do
there
go there.
yet. I really hope we go there.
I kind of want to go there, yeah.
Nick, I'm
Okay,
sending you
we're gonna
something.
create an
Very
adventure.
well.
Do we make it there?
As you all round the corner.
Yeah.
And
Had to make sure the music was looping.
no, Jaden sent me something and I'm probing for more details.
Jaden's fucking shark in DM.
Fair enough. Alright. Then yes, you can do
Is that skeleton doing the Macarena?
But as you all come round the corner, you all can just barely make out this circus tent that is in pristine condition. Almost seeming like it was just set up and freshly made and just set up.
I'm gonna grab Trevin and put him in front of me. You're leading the way.
Why? Which also,
you got-
it is a kind of dark purple, tent, I should say.
A deep violet.
Because you could take hits good.
I see. Well, if my soul gets stolen, I'm coming for you.
Fair
I
enough.
don't have a soul.
He's got it.
He
Well,
has to
you're a
take
bird
Carlos
form,
to the
so.
circus?
Exactly. These are things you could say to him, but aren't.
I push him forward as we continue into the death.
Carlos?
Kind
It's not my door got knocked on.
of look behind you. Carlos seems to be kind of keeping his distance right now, seeming to be
Come
watching.
here.
I'm
Alright.
trying to make sure not to get jumped.
Carlos, here, now.
Dog.
I'm comfortable at this distance.
Go over there and latch on him and start dragging him. Carlos, you have to see the circus.
Make a contested, like he is following, he's just following from a distance.
Yeah, well, make him come faster. Carlos, you have to see the circus.
Hey,
This
yo.
one, with this music, sounds
Shut
like
up.
it'll be just up your alley.
Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can actually.
Sounds like it'll be just up your ass.
Strength
Just
check.
like this boo!
21.
Shut
21?
my foot up your ass.
Reroll. You two got the same thing.
Uh-oh.
Reroll.
That is a natural 20 on Carlos.
22.
Alright, luck it. No, I'm kidding. I need my luck points. They're gonna be all for me this time.
You tried to pull him, he ain't budging.
Fuck you. Come along.
I'm coming. I'm just keeping a distance. If
Come
something
faster.
if something goes wrong, we need somebody to report to Azure, don't we?
No, we don't. Azure can find us on its own day and time. Come along.
It's coming. He's just coming in private.
Shut up.
No privacy.
As you all continue forward, nobody can see the party kind of approaching as you're just inside kind of checking the area out.
Carlos, I want a taxidermy clown. Can you give me one?
I can try, if we find one.
Okay.
Just find a dead clown. Ooh, this one!
I want to send it to Red.
Well, I need to go ahead and
I would like to roll a perception check.
pull.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Alright. Then you kind of begin poking around, or looking around outside of here, and from what you can tell, there's not really much other than this tent, though kind of glancing around to the side, let me actually double check. I also need to double check. as you kind of peer around the side, you can see nobody seeming to kind of be shifting around toward or near what appears to be one of the entrances of near one of the entrances to this tent.
Hey, look, it's nobody. I kind of point him out to the rest of the party.
Hello.
And then we'll go inside.
Very well.
I follow.
Do you wish to enter the part that he was peering around at, or enter the one closest to you?
Whatever looks like the main entrance.
Seems like all of these entrances are made so that people can gather from all sides.
Then we'll go into the one nearest.
Very well. Nobody you can see as the party enters.
I guess I'll walk out from where I was and start making my way towards the tent.
Alright. Then, as each of you
Slowly.
enter, you all can see.
I will say this: I'm still stealthing.
Fair enough. As each of you enter, you can see that there are lanterns hanging above each of you, kind of keeping this area lit up, with kind of seats flanking both sides of you. And in the center, there appears to be a single cart, one that seems to be meant to allow somebody to kind of live within it, but only meant for one person.
I kind of whisper to Trevin, do we sit down? Do we go knock on the thing? Or what do you think the plan is here?
Rabbit.
Which, let me also ask, let me ask two things. One, is the bird entering? And two, what is everybody's passive perception?
13.
If the bird sees, yes, the bird
14.
goes. I'm
Like
still going based off of mine, yeah?
Yes.
19.
16.
11.
Then you kind of swoop down and enter. And the bird is the only one to notice initially that on the other side of the cart there appears to be somebody kneeling next to it, almost seeming to offer up a prayer.
I circle around the cart, but like higher above the cart.
Which,
You're a part of the circus tent. The circus tent is not that big.
You don't
that
know.
Nobody would notice you.
That's not. I'm not trying to not be noticed. I'm trying to stay out of reach.
what do you all do?
Front row seat. I take seat.
Very well.
Sure, I do too.
Circus time.
Each of you kind of take, one the two of you take a
Roll
seat.
distance.
What'd you say, Nobu?
I will keep my distance.
Very well.
I'll go ahead and step into a shadow and sink into it.
Bird moment.
If there is a shadow that allows me to view the inner area.
That would be underneath the seats.
Shadows can be cast to the side. It's a matter of how well the lighting is.
Trevin kind of takes a seat as well, seeming to be unsure of what to be doing. Airless kind of just poking out of a pocket. Venmire, what are you doing?
Circus,
Sit in a chair.
Circus, circus, circus.
Which you all do slowly begin to notice. This music seems to be coming from nowhere. It's certainly louder in here, but not.
Oh yeah, my old friend! Sorry.
But after a moment, you all can hear what sounds like somebody kind of coughing for a second as they stand up. and slowly begin to walk away from this cart. Now only just appearing in vision to some of you, mainly Fenmire and I cannot remember who the next highest was.
I mean, I have 19. I am Bird.
Fenmire had 16. And you had already seen the man.
Yeah, Rick was the next.
Can I get like
highest, I believe.
20 seconds to go put some in my arrow fast?
Go for it.
No, Rick has 13, he said. I have 14.
Alright.
So I see this man now.
Hang on. Waiting for Caleb, since he said he was going to go do something real quick. Shouldn't take
We
long.
gotta put something in.
He was like he was of D.
So, as I said, 3 of you can see this man kind of stepping away, and you'll see as Rick gets up and begins to go towards the cart.
Wait,
But I want to see Circus.
I take Aerolith out of my pocket and hand her to Aspen, and then I go look at the card.
Kind of step down, and those of you who can see the man can tell that he seems to hear the bit of glances back.
And it blinks at the horde of people that had suddenly appeared.
As I'm approaching, I'm like, "Hello, anyone here?"
Kind of hear a voice. Speak up. The only one you'll find here would be me.
And you are, as I'm looking for the guy.
Kind of peering past the cart. You can see a man who... He seems like a very young adult. Almost... He's human, most definitely looking at him. He looks like he may be at most 20 years old.
Can we get a picture?
Excuse me,
Let's see if I can find a picture for you.
so we're kind of trapped in this town, and then we woke up, everyone's gone, and then the circus tent appeared.
Wow. I'm not exactly sure what's happened to you, but this place has been deserted for a long time.
How long is a long time?
Can almost see the look of pain on his face as he kind of thinks. Everyone disappeared from here close to 17 years ago.
Did you say 17 or 70?
17.
I see. And you were the only one left?
I was the only one who kind of glances towards the cart. I'm the only one who didn't enter.
Oh,
Once they entered, they never came out.
I will. As you said that, I will start inspecting the cart. Were they forced in, or did they go in after someone?
No, it was supposed to be for a celebration. The last day of the Spirit Festival. They all
Hey,
were
Nick.
going to,
Sorry.
They all were going to have a celebration, and one of the elders wanted to give everyone a good time.
I see.
He
No.
wanted
Is
it
this the
That,
same?
I don't know. I was so young at the time.
Is this the same card as the elders?
You had never seen that card.
She pointed it out.
She pointed out where hers was.
Oh. Hmm.
But are you kind of walking around towards where he is? Or are you keeping your distance?
I'll kind of walk towards it. I call everyone over and like, we need everyone over here, and I need some rope.
A bird, so I land. Land
I
on the
walk
ground,
over.
Start walking around.
So, this young lad was saying that this town's been deserted for 17 years, and then everyone went in this cart and disappeared.
Wonderful. Bird. Squawk.
So this is a clown car experience.
So, seeing as we can't leave this town, I'm assuming we gotta go in this cart and do something.
Hmm. So we're tying a rope to you, and you're entering.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I don't have rope on me.
Let me see if I have rope. Does anyone have rope?
Bro,
You have rope, Sarah?
Watch as Carlos pulls out some silk rope.
How much of that do you have?
I'll double check. Should be 50 feet.
Someone's hands and feet
I have
to a bed.
thread.
I turn back to myself and hold out 40 feet of hempen rope.
I will start tying all this rope together.
Very well.
Well,
I will also
a
take the
40-foot long
thread.
rope.
I will
It's-
also take the thread.
It's the one that was made for me, the sneaky thread.
Oh, well then I won't take it. I was gonna use it as breadcrumbs so I don't get fucking lost in whatever this hellhole I'm about to go into is.
Sir, do you remember what that sneaking thread does?
Nope.
You sew it into clothing.
Oh. That's a problem for future me.
I have 50
Right now,
feet of
things
hemp
get
rope. I
weird.
tie that with 40, that's, I'll say roughly 90.
Yeah.
And then whatever Carlos has.
An additional 20.
So 110. Alright. I also tie it the other end to Trevin. Trevin, you're my anchor.
Very well.
And then whoever else wants to hold on the rope. Pull me back if I'm not back in an hour. And I will enter.
Alright.
Like an hour is long enough to get yourself killed. Hell, 10 minutes is enough time.
Which you do have to go around to the side of the guy was at. Where
That's fine.
we now see the front of the sign.
What does it say?
Allow me to grab these. Which is will
This is
also
gonna-
show you what the cart looks like.
It's gonna be the mist all over again. You're gonna pull half of me back. I see it. I fucking knew it. First I
And
knock
so
on the
much
door.
begins.
Which you can tell that the guy kind of watches you for a moment, or lightly shaking his head and begins to leave once more.
Okay.
They
And
kind
then
of grabs
I,
onto the rope. Not like stopping him, like grabbing on the rope near Trevin. And he kind of just like looks at the others. So, in case if we need more than Trevin to bring him back, we probably. Well, actually, no.
like-
He said an hour. Never mind. He should be
Give me
fine.
like 2 minutes, real quick.
Oh, 2 minutes now. I'm.
I think that was him walking.
Boston. Yeah, I know.
So do you go in?
Yep.
Full burger.
Then, as you enter this wagon, it's not very big. Just enough space for there to be what appears to be a bed, a kind of row of seats that have the red velvet cushions on it, a wardrobe that's its door slightly ajar, a large and a mirror that sits just above a makeup desk, and a basket of rolls and fruits that seem to be freshly made.
I look in the closet.
Very well. No one.
You see a straight man.
I will look around, actually.
You see a straight man in the closet.
Give me either a perception or investigation check.
18.
18.
Investigation, yeah.
Then taking a look around, you find what appears to be 3 pots of makeup, one being red, one being black, and another one being white. 3
take 'em.
disguise kits, a leather
take 'em.
pouch with 50 gold pieces, and a fancy red satin dress.
Takes the last one.
I take all of it.
Other than that, you don't really find anything.
You're gonna have to send me that stuff, by the way. Alright, then I go look in the closet.
Very well. Opening it up reveals a stairway going down.
I found a stairway. I'm talking loud enough for everyone to hear. I'm heading down the
Hello.
stairway. It is in the closet, and I will proceed to head down.
You have 2 tugs for bow.
As you hear him say this and walk through, you all can see as the rope is kind of moving and just has a light bit of tension on it before the rope goes slack.
Huh?
I pull on the rope.
Pull it, and you see as an empty rope comes back.
Oh no.
Well, he's dead.
I guess we're gone.
Who's next?
Did you say
Who's
who's
next?
next? Trevin, come get
No.
me.
Trying to
Should we go after him, or do you think he's actually dead?
probably dead. Let's go.
Where you going?
Home.
Cart. I go cart.
Of course.
Oh.
This place needed a sacrifice.
Then, Nyx, you make your way up the wooden steps and enter through the door, where
Shit, we're gonna have to post
you
Nyx's
see a
parents
similar
too.
sight, though there appears to be less on the table than what seems like there used to be. Though you do still see those fresh rolls and fruits sitting on the table. You also see a
Fresh
wardrobe that
rolls
has
and
been
fruit.
opened that seems to lead to a stairwell.
I don't exactly trust that.
Do you want to take a look
Considering-
around the room?
Yeah.
Give me either an investigation check or perception check.
I'll enter inside as well.
25 for perception.
Then you begin looking around, and from what you can tell, seems like Rick had picked some of the stuff out of here. But upon close inspection, both on the floor kind of near the back of the table and sitting next to the bed, you find a ring, a feather fall, and a potion, though you are unsure what kind of potion this is.
Damn.
I'm gonna go ahead and slip the ring on my finger just for safekeeping, and then grab the potion.
Very well.
And then I guess I'm going down.
Alright. Then you make
Yes,
your
going down.
You make your way on down the stairwell, which nobody are you following.
I just kind of, I guess, entered Sonic's heading towards stairs inside wardrobe. Nix, are stairs supposed to be inside of a wardrobe?
No. They are not.
Interesting. Also, this is a cot, yes?
Yes. I don't think you're supposed to have stairs either, unless they're to get into said cart.
Yes. And... yeah. How... do they look like they go deep?
Looking down, you cannot see where they end.
Clearly, I just slipped.
Do you think he fell down the stairs?
As you ask this, as Nyx did not say he was gonna stop from going into there, you can see as the light stops shining on Nyx, and you can no longer see or hear him.
It's like
Okay,
Lethal
just
Company.
look
He
at
went to
this.
the dark.
Kev just looks down. Wait, right, has anybody else been through here?
You can tell Trevor
Is that
kind
too?
of came up behind you, but he hasn't entered yet. He's kind of just peering in.
Does your friend Nix have the ability to turn invisible?
Not that I know of.
Kind of just looks down the stairs. Then we may have an issue.
Carlos kind of speaks up. Don't worry, I don't believe he died. I've been keeping an eye on trying to capture his soul if he does die.
Wow.
Kind of just looks back.
Carlos.
Can you
kind of
bring him
smiles.
back then?
Bring him back?
Isn't Carlos pregnant?
Well, if I have his soul, I may be able to bring him back, but that was not the intended use.
I see.
Unless something ate his soul. Did you see something eat his soul?
Disappeared. I don't know if anything eats like that. But he kind of just walked down these stairs here and...
And I gotta tell Nyx's parents, I gotta find Nyx's parents. Alright, who else wants to get sacrificed?
Well, nobody's blocking the way, so I don't think anyone else can sacrifice themselves at the moment.
Like, nobody. Do you
Nobody
have
stands to the side, kind of like gesturing, like how one of those salesmen would to like an item next to them. No, he'll make his way downstairs.
Make your way on.
I don't know if nobody has parents, so I don't have to tell them if he's dead, right?
I don't know.
True.
Fenmai, you want to join me going down this staircase?
Yeah.
No. No. Trevin, do not.
Trevor kind of leads Fenmai up.
Trevin,
Yes?
if you go in there, I will tell a juror on you, and then you get to face those consequences.
Got it. Kind of walks through, pushing Fenmai along.
Alright, now I gotta tell Fenmire's parents too. Trevin gets sacrificed in the name of me not. Anybody else going?
It's just you, Abigail, and Aerolith.
Where's
Abigail
Carlos?
kind of just looks between the two fairies. I have been warned of the Fae. Turns, goes up the stairs.
You're smart.
Aspen's like, huh, I didn't know I hold this much power over people. I didn't think that would work.
Racism.
Alright, Erla, what does this mean? It means we don't have siblings now. Let's go.
Do you wish to try and leave?
Erla, what's your thinking on you could break whatever that magic shit was at the end, at blocking our way out?
I could take a look, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go look at it.
Very
Let
well.
them figure out what the fuck that is. Is the rope still dangling out of the cart, or did it just get pulled out?
Nobody had pulled it out.
I'll bundle up the rope and put it in my bag just to make sure it doesn't get stolen.
Fair enough.
Since it's already out, it's not gonna help me in there.
Then
Have fun with the circus!
Carlos kind of just watches as you walk away and kind of just stares at the cart before moving over and sitting down.
That's my boy.
You make your way out and back towards the entrance. Which, as you're leaving, the music almost seems quieter than before.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
But after a little bit of walking, you do reach the gate once more, and Erla kind of flies up to it and begins studying it. Let's see what her plus is.
Her plus is -5.
She has a
She has a
minus
-5
to Arcana, I'd be concerned.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very good
Minus
thing for a
5
wizard
to
to have a minus in
intelligence.
Arcana.
Nobody knows how the fuck she became a wizard, but fuck me, she's a wizard.
Studies it for a little bit before, and you can see she's constantly looking in her spell book as she does, and she kind of, you almost can tell from her kind of sporadic movements, she is getting very confused.
What's wrong, Erla?
So, this kind of magic lines up with my specialty, but
Alright.
it's so wrong compared to what my understanding of it is that it shouldn't work. And yet,
So, it
the
does.
way it's laid out, I don't understand how this exists.
That's probably spite. Don't most things exist for spite?
I would not put it past magic just being spiteful.
Exactly. Now, what does it take to start stealing names?
I did not practice that.
Great. We should. It'd be fun.
Fair enough.
What do you recommend we do while we wait on the others to get out of that cart?
I'm not sure there's much we can do.
I pull out the books. You want to read books?
Sure.
I really hope Nick does the reverse and Sarah has to fight something on her own.
That'd be very funny.
Jokes on you, something shows up. I'm walking.
And she's fighting this very much.
But
It's gonna come down here eventually.
I will ask, Sarah, do you wish to sit this out?
Yeah.
Very
I
well.
want to sit with Carlos. I love you, but I will not be able to focus for combat
Fair enough.
right now.
Which, do you wish to make your way back to the tent?
Yeah, I'll just sit with Carlos, but, like, I cannot focus enough
Fair.
to be sure that I'll be paying attention during combat.
Then
And I don't want to annoy you.
you make your way back to the cart, or not to the, well, yes, to the cart. And kind
To the
of look
circus.
around. Carlos is not there. You also can see that the door to the cart is open.
Oh, that is so not my issue.
But,
I sit down and read.
Give
then-
Sarah my cool new lance. Sarah, we'll sit this combat out.
Rick, Connor, buddy, I love you. I will not focus at all.
that
Fair with you?
we move to the other side of the door as Rick, you kind of step out. Let me make sure that I'm in the right area. Which I am. As you you kind of step down. In front of you, you can see as a brass door slowly begins to open, allowing you to enter as you step off the last step. And as the door swings open, which it doesn't make any noise as it does, it opens to a room with 3 small tables in the center. Wooden chair resting on either side of each of these tables. 2 of the tables are currently occupied by normal-looking humans that sit across from faceless humanoids. The human eyes seem to be closed. An expression of joy almost flits across their face. The hands and fingers of the faceless creatures across from it chaotically dance in the air as the creatures almost seem to be putting on their own little show.
Excuse me?
As you kind of speak out, a small gnome woman walks up to you, her face empty with no features and only skin. She holds a book and some writing implements in her arms, and her body gestures as she speaks to you. Though she has no mouth, you can hear the words almost clear as day in your mind.
I see.
Good, good. Please, have a seat over here. She
Where?
gestures for you to take a seat.
I'll take one. Where am I? I look for the rope tied around me.
You look down, there's no rope tied to you.
Unfortunate.
Which, if you look in OG,
Where are we?
that is what she looks
Okay, she is short.
like. She is a gnome.
Oh, where are we?
Kinda. And
I came from inside a cart to wherever this is.
that I cannot say.
So you have no idea where we are.
Not entirely, but I know my purpose.
That is...
To entertain and to sort.
Sort what?
You. As she
Me?
kind of sits down across from you.
What am I being sorted for?
On you.
I cannot say. Give me 1 second here. I've realized that I've had the recording pause this entire time.
Unfortunate.
Oh well.
Yeah, okay.
We are sorted.
Where do those
Sorting-
teleporters... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorting for what?
And where do those...
what happened to those people?
Yeah, where did they go?
Sorting as we were told.
I have friends and
That
family.
doesn't-
I'd rather not get sorted into oblivion.
You die whenever you get sorted, whether you go to either statue.
This is a place of entertainment.
Then I am waiting on my friend slash family Abigail.
Yes.
As looks behind him. I wonder if she is coming in.
I forgot to tell you. So Smitty has posted more Lethal Company, and he already.
No, I will get up and wait by the door.
Sir, please stand over here. You
Can I at least wait for my friend?
Yes, we can at least do that.
I'll go stand where she tells me to stand.
Yeah, well, and you
Not
stand
in there, but next to it.
Aye.
Fine, then I guess I will see about this sorting.
Very well. Then you
I
make,
won't.
You make your way on over. And Nix, you refuse to?
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking... No. Not happening.
I feel like something worse is about to happen.
Don't care. Sorting in an aspect of this has never led to anything good.
What do you mean? Sorting in history's always been great.
Uh-huh.
Let me sort you into a camp.
Look, they're after this. They're gonna do another section of sorting. They're gonna put a talking hat on your head, and
then a star on your chest.
No, you. You clearly do not know what I'm referencing.
No, you're talking about Harry Potter.
After
Okay.
refusing to sit down, the faceless woman in front of you kind of gestures over towards Rick. Please stand by him.
You have been sorted. Just.
No.
Nix, I wouldn't argue with the faceless ones.
They're not the only faceless ones.
That's, you know what? Fair enough.
Who's the other faceless one?
You'll find out sooner or later.
Oh.
As you continue to stand there, and I'm assuming nobody is going to go sit at the table,
Sure. You'll entertain them.
then as you go and sit down, both Fenmai and Trevin show up behind them.
Oh, poor Finmai. He's not gonna pass any wisdom checks.
Hi.
He has a higher wisdom than you. Or
Yeah,
is the
that's
higher
fair.
perception?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, seems like we aren't too separated.
They want to sort us. I don't know what that means.
Lovely.
I don't trust it.
Fenmai on the back. Well, it looks like there's an open table over there if you wish to sit down.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna grab Fenmire. Let's not
But I want to sit down.
sit on the floor.
Okay.
Damn.
I sit on the floor.
You watch as the one that was at the table that Fenmai had started to go to kind of just kneels in front of him and begins to dance with its fingers in the air in front of him. As I will ask both Fenmai and nobody, give me a wisdom save.
Um, 13.
22.
Alright. After dancing for a while, two of you can feel as if this play begins to form in your head, what seems to have no effect on you. And they both gesture for you to move over towards where Rick is.
I see
go
we're
there.
all probably gonna go to the same
Wow,
place.
that's not at all. That is not at all a high save DC. All right.
No, it's not.
So I figure we're
I
about to all
wanted
go
to feel
together.
that. Fuck.
I could have lucked it.
Can you?
I think it's a little too late.
I mean, if you wish
Yeah,
to
probably.
fail, you may.
Jaden,
Yeah.
I just
I
want
don't
to
like the
know.
wheezing you're making.
Do you wish
My
to fail?
throat is filled with mucus. I can't fucking do anything about it.
No, just the way that you sound. You
Anyway, so I'm imagine we're so Trevin, are you gonna get sorted?
I mean, doesn't seem like I have a choice, since they seem to have already tried to sort Nix. As he pats Nix on the back.
don't touch me. Not now.
As he says that, Abigail shows up behind him,
Hmm.
and Trevin makes his way over to a table and kind of sits down in front of the gnome lady. As Abigail kind of steps in, looking around, and one of them approaches her and gestures for her to come to a table. She kind
Please.
of just
No,
looks
but-
over towards Nix, a bit confused.
I'm shaking my head. I really hope she looks at me because I'm shaking my head.
Rick, what do you say?
She's with me.
She kind of just looks
she's gonna come with me, or we're gonna have an issue.
She sits down at a table.
I go stand by her.
As nobody stands up from the chair, he'll kind of look over to the men. What a shame. I was hoping to see what was behind the other statue. Or at least inside of it.
Kind of looks up at you. If you'd like, I could try again.
He sits back down.
Alright, which, Rick, since you did
I
come
want
back
to see what the
over to
fuck
her-
happens.
Since you did come back over to the table, give me another save.
Uh-oh. Making me get back. Wisdom, right?
Yes.
13.
13.
Can't believe I'm gonna be the only one fighting a group of people like this.
So, both of you save, and nobody give me another wisdom save.
Damn, that's
7.
really-
They gesture for both Abigail and Rick to go stand by the side that they were, well, that Rick was already at.
I am holding Abigail's
7.
hand. We are not getting separated.
What'd you get, Gaten?
7.
7? Very well.
Yes.
Then, as you sit there and watch this, you can feel this play begin to go on in your head. And you feel you're overcome by a feeling of joy, love, and happiness. And they gesture for you to go to the other side.
What a wonderful performance.
I'm glad to have pleased you. Please,
Ew.
stand by the gate here.
So we all going? Is there anyone else coming down? Is Aspen coming down, Trevin?
I have no idea. Carlos calmly
well.
appears. She is not. I am the last to follow.
I see. We're being sorted, and nobody got, I don't know, got going that way.
Well, you see, nobody has moved over to the other gate.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Shh. If I'm
What?
happened. But. Which Nix have you moved over to one to the area you were told to go?
No,
Very well.
I don't trust this.
Then Carlos kind of looks at you. What? Don't want to listen to them?
This does not feel right.
I see.
So no.
Well, what are you going to do then? Just stand here?
Don't you try your witch tricks on me, boy.
I'm simply asking. After all, if you'd like company, I could stay with you.
I will observe.
Very well. Then
So I
will
just stay.
I will observe with you.
So I just stand in this thing, or what?
That would be correct.
I stand with Abigail in it.
Yeah.
I'll see you boys on the other side.
Fenmar, are you standing in there as well?
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll see you on the other. Trevin?
Actually, I haven't rolled for Trevor yet.
Hope you'll have a good time. Y'all, hope you all have a great time.
Trevor goes and stands next to nobody.
I see. Hey,
I
Nick,
have a friend.
if you don't come in, try to figure a way to, kablooey this place. From your side.
We will start with side A, as the two of you are teleported, while side B, you all kind of look around and immediately from underneath you, the floor opens and you all fall.
I will try to slower descent.
Nyx, to you, both of them nearly well, both sides nearly disappear.
Hmm. I see.
But While side
This
B,
is why he has to read it for the
while
forward.
side B is falling, we move and we stay with side A. As you all appear, well, as you appear, I will say, just for brevity. In your mind, you can feel both humor and hate clashing in your head, as a stench of dry, barren rot fills this stone room you find yourself in. Several
Smelly.
crates lie stacked in a corner, glass jars rest atop them. You can hear in the distance a man laughing, while at the same time you hear the same man's voice weeping.
No.
He will look around at the crates, kind of giving out like a very slight chuckle as he's going along.
Fair enough. Then, as you begin to kind of walk, you can see just ahead of you a strange looking figure. You can see a bald man with a Neanderthal-like face, currently working a series of chains. His hands covered in hooks and spikes seem to be, and what seems to be self-inflicted wounds leaking an unnatural green miasma that dissipates into the air. The chains, which are attached to pulleys, seem to be attached to a ghostly figure. The figure shrieks as it is pulled out of an identical human equivalent of itself. The human is laughing maniacally. Few lifeless bodies are stacked nearby. Crates and tables are covered in these glass jars and rusty tools.
I will ask, how much control over my own body do I have?
You are still in full control, but you do feel this joy.
Hmm.
Though I will ask that you go ahead and roll me another wisdom save as you see this.
Nine.
9? Alright.
Yep.
Jane's speed running for his fourth character.
To be honest, that is not my goal.
Where's Rob? Let me scroll up.
And
see
to
where
be
it
honest,
is.
the fool was a side character for this.
Does not say where I find what I'm looking for. So, let's go to Google. As you kind of watch this, you can almost feel a bit of madness creep into your mind. You feel compelled to listen to what you are told.
Oh, great.
But it seems like this man has yet to notice you.
Since I have not been compelled to listen to him yet, I'm gonna go ahead and look for some crates.
Alright.
I'll say for now I'll move stealthily. Raised for 2.
Then roll me a stealth check. And if you look in
18.
OG art, you can see what this man looks like.
Yeah.
Which, as you begin to kind of look around, move around his vision, kind of look at some of these jars, and it takes looking at them up close, but you begin to know something is in these jars as a face forms, almost seeming to weep. You immediately hear a voice cry out, not telling you, almost seeming to beg you not to let him take anything from you.
Am I in dim light or darkness?
Darkness.
I'll instantly shift into the floor as this person says this to me.
Fair enough. Kind of see Trevin walking around the room, kind of glancing around. Let's see. As you kind of watch, you see as he does pull the soul from that body, and as the body falls limp, he drags the chains over and almost seems to put this soul in one of the jars.
Oh, it's a soldier. Sorry, a soldier.
Oh my god.
Need to go find what this says.
I was about to say, did I EMP your brain with that?
No, it tells me to go take a look at a stat block, which I need to find. There we are. Interesting.
By the way, when we play Lethal Company, if we ever get the Jester, we're just fucked.
You watch as this man, you want to say, kind of raises his nose into the air and seems to sniff for a second before his head turns to where you were before he had gone into the ground. His eyes kind of just stare in that area as his head turns to the side. Oh? What is your life purpose, oh Shadow? You almost feel...
Oh god, what is...
You almost feel compelled to try and give him an answer.
Yeah, the thing is haven't given me an existential crisis. Give me a second. I need to
Do
fucking
not
remember
know.
some shit.
Alright. Well...
To remember.
Oh. I see. You almost feel... It's clear he's not staring at you due to the fact you are hiding yourself. And yet it feels as if he sees you on a much deeper level than what you feel should be allowed.
giving out true sight to everyone now, aren't we?
Not true sight.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, you'll just be like, oh yeah, he's looking at you.
Kind of tilts his head, almost seeming to be more confused by you than anything. Kind of steps aside. Then your soul does not harbor anything negative. You may leave.
Yes! And you're the best! So, I had,
Jaden had money on amnesiacs not being affected.
no, I had to, like I said, it was basically the closest thing to an existential crisis that fucking nobody has ever had. I think. Yeah. Besides coming into existence, I guess. As far as he was aware.
As you make your way through the portal, you can hear him regard Trevin next.
Actually, wait, so was I compelled to go through the door?
You don't seem compelled to, but you do feel... You can tell that that is the only way forward.
I will say I will kind of step towards the door, but I will kind of sit in the doorway, I guess. I don't know.
Alright. Kind of turns towards Trevin. Once again, kind of smelling. And looks at Trevin. And what of you? What is your life purpose? Trevin kind of...
Fuck bitches get money.
Trevin kind of seems to only now actually realize that man exists. Kind of just looking at him. My life purpose, eh? Interesting. That was a different cat that I heard.
I'm telling you, they're not cats, bro.
There's a necromancer out there. Watch out.
Shut.
Let me see what I have marked down. Doubt I have anything actually marked for him. Yep.
Oh, that'll be the next character I play.
I suppose my life purpose... It's a bit of helping my family and, well, finding out what my family used to be.
Horny. Jail.
Can almost see as the man it watches him for a second, almost seeming to try and peer deeper than what it did with you. And you may pass, for your soul seems to harbor no ill will. Trevin kind of just smiles as he walks towards you, kind of. Well, but seems like we're free to move on.
Seems so. I was a bit worried there for a second. No, I am still happy.
As you two make your way through this doorway, move to the other party.
Hello.
As you all are following, kind of begin to notice light around you as you suddenly feel yourself standing on the ground.
Oh. Finmar, where are we?
You feel yourself.
On the ground.
Not quite sure when you've reached the ground, or even how long you had been falling for.
Well, that was quite interesting.
But now, standing before you, you see a winding maze of mirrors along the room, which creates an uneasy feeling. The reflections looking back to match your movements, but they show almost a different lifestyle to what each of you have now. These seem to be choices that you had never made in your life.
It is a maze, though, right?
From what you can tell.
Finmire, grab my hand.
Okay.
Abigail? Oh, I'm already holding her hand. We'll go together, and we'll, guess start walking, looking at these different versions of us.
Which, as you kind of look in this mirror, see, trying to remember all who is there right now.
Me, Finmire, and Abigail.
Okay. Then, as you kind of look in this mirror, Rick, you see yourself in tattered rags, seeming to be beaten and bruised.
I see.
And looking towards Abigail, you don't see anything.
I see. I knew you were gonna say that.
Fenmire, looking towards you, you see yourself in kind of these black and orange robes, close, more tightly fit to your body, but you also see these round spectacles on your face, and what appears to be a complete hat.
Ooh,
Professor Finmire.
that looks comfy.
That is Dr. Professor Fenmire to you, boy.
What did the next mirror
And the
show?
headmaster of Prismari outclassed a dragon.
Do the mirrors show anything else further on?
Well, as you all are walking, do you just wish to kind of walk and keep your hands along the mirrors, or just walk and try and keep away from the mirrors?
Let's try not to touch the mirrors. We'll look at them. But touching's probably not a great idea.
Why?
I don't know what they do, Finmire. They could be cursed.
How can a mirror be
My
cursed?
mirror, touch my
Anything can be cursed,
mirror.
Finmire.
How do you know?
Because I do.
I
You could be
touched it to see if it's
cursed. I could
cursed.
be cursed.
Okay.
She could be cursed.
I guess I let him touch the mirror.
I cursed at the mirror. Sorry.
Fenmire, do you touch the mirror?
Yeah, to see if it's cursed.
It was
Then,
indeed cursed.
as you touch this mirror, you can see yourself staring back as Rick, you see as the two sides swap.
Oh. I pull Abigail towards me and you are not dying. Who are you?
Fenmire, you are now a scholar, and your stats have been swapped. Your charisma and your intelligence exchanged.
Oh, sick.
Finmire, what happened to you?
You
What?
also considered a wizard.
Who? What? Who are you? What?
Which,
How do you? Where am I?
You,
Explodes.
this other version of you touched that mirror, pointing to my Finmire, so touch it back should bring you back to wherever you were.
Wait, what? How?
I don't know, but if you want to go back home.
What? I can't do. I have a
I
presentation
push him.
tomorrow.
I push him into the mirror.
Ah!
shove him against the mirror. Roll a strength check.
He's a nerd. This should be easy.
It's a dwarf.
What a nerd. 18.
A nerd dwarf.
You shove him into the mirror, and as he collides with it, the mirror shatters.
Well,
Oh no.
I killed Fenmire!
Across from Fenmire, you still can see the other Fenmire.
Can you just
in
touch
one
it?
of the other
I didn't mean to
mirrors.
shove you that hard. Just touch that me.
Okay, okay. Please
Wizard.
stop.
I thought he killed Fenmire.
I panic and touch the nearest mirror.
You two swap back.
Hold on, I want to touch an evil version of me.
Hi, Rick.
Hello. That guy was a nerd.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I wanna. Hey Abigail, do you think you could convince an evil version of me to touch your mirror?
Probably not,
Ah, damn.
as he would not know who I am.
There's always a you in. Well, there should always be a you in my
You
universe.
say that as you look in the mirror next to the two of you, as Abigail is not there.
Is there any other versions of her? Of me?
As you kind of walk around, you slowly begin to. Well, you do see more and more different iterations of each of you. Some with Abigail, others without.
I see.
Which, as you all continue to walk, it's very strange to look at for a moment as you see a Fenmire that stands taller than you, Rick.
Crazy. Any weird versions of me or Abigail?
You see yourself in a weird bat costume.
I'm Batman.
Patrick.
But I would say,
Damn.
let's see.
That nerd Fenmire came to this dimension, got beat up, and got sent.
As
Patrick
you
and
all
Spub-
begin to
SpongeBob them.
wander, I will say give me intelligence checks to see if you can find your way through.
Damn, I wanted to see more weird versions of us. Yes, Caleb, that's exactly what happened. Nick over here showing two versions of us. That's it. Damn.
Ah shit. My
16.
Discord has froze.
I see. Can you still hear us?
Oh yeah, I can, but I can't interact with it anymore. So I'm going
Good.
to close it and reopen it.
See a version of Abigail with a penis.
Ooh, hey, gunshots.
Stressed out right before he has to give a presentation.
Wait, Nick, we
to
still
all
buy
deans.
the beat up Rick, right?
You do see him, yes.
Alright, Abigail. All you have to do is make him touch it. I touch the mirror.
Alright. Then, Rick, you are now a beggar. You had been disowned. You had been disowned by your father and kicked out of the inner circle of Metalis.
Oh god.
You have,
Hey, you guys got some money?
Hi, Rick.
Hey, you got some
I
money?
do, but it's not on me.
we do not.
I tried to thief him.
Jesus.
Your class is a rogue.
I checked Finmire's pockets.
Alright.
Fenmire didn't take you that way.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I'm assuming my charisma switched with my.
Yes.
Okay. Damn, 11.
Begin to walk up to him and reach towards his pocket. you feel a gun pressed to the back of your head.
Whoa, hands in the air. Whoa, pretty lady. I was just making sure you was alright.
Understandable. However, you are not my master, therefore I have no... how should I say? I have no reason to hold back against you.
I
So
see.
might I say, touch that mirror over there.
He will touch the mirror.
Alright?
Bro, I forgot you had guns. Ain't gonna lie to you.
You place your hand against the mirror, and suddenly you see yourself staring at that beggar. Which, in the mirror, you see nothing, but you can feel a gun still pressed to the back of your head.
Whoa. I guess he wasn't the charmer I am, huh?
That he was not.
I see.
She stirs.
Then let.
Hey Rick, your
Then-
clothes are back to normal.
That was weird. For the intelligence checks, by the way, I think I got a 17
17.
to leave.
Then you begin.
I believe.
You
I
begin
believe.
walking around for a little while, and let's see. Do manage to get out without gaining any manners.
I see. Nick, it was kind of morbid. You just had one where she's just dead.
That's why you need to roll a 2 on your intelligence check. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
I thought I killed Finmire. I was so sad, but I was laughing my ass off as the mirror shatters. Dead.
Which, as you all are walking around, you do peer ahead and see the old woman that had been walking, or that had showed up earlier, that had been pushed over here. But now she doesn't seem nearly as frail. She stands tall and upright. You can see muscles along her arms as she seems to walk with a new purpose and a new sense of pride.
Did you touch a mirror?
I don't remember touching a mirror, but whatever is going on here, well, certainly interesting.
So
What
is this
happened?
the end over here?
I think so.
I see. I'm just keeping an eye on her.
Alright.
These mirror people.
She kind of follows along with you, kind of walking ahead slightly, but if you start to kind of make a turn away from her, she seems to follow, seeming to think that you have the better sense of judgment.
Alright.
But after walking around for a little bit, you do find an exit.
I go in the exit. I don't know if you were here, Richard, but I killed Finmire for a second.
I heard that.
Which, as you go through the doorway, we move to Nyx. Nyx and Carlos, as the two of you continue to stand there. Occasionally, the faceless ones will approach you and ask you to step to the side. But if you do not, they simply go back to ignoring you for a little bit before once again approaching you and asking you to step to the side.
So are they, like, just asking us to move, or are they asking us to go to one of the
Asking
statues
you
or
to
whatever?
go to the statue that Rick and them had gone to.
Fuck it. Roll a d20.
Where's my D20? That is a 13.
Well, holding steadfast. I'm not yet.
Alright. You can see as Carlos has kind of taken a seat and seems to be kind of just writing in a book.
Do I know anything about any of the, like, statues or anything that would be in here? Or do I know anything about these faceless people?
Look looking at these come off as nothing you would know about. Because whatever these faceless people are, they're not like you. While that is skin, there's just something that comes off unnatural about their existence.
I see.
And as for the statues, from what you can tell, this is merely just kind of like a carnival setup. Something meant to be a little spooky for the children, but other than that, not much seems out of the ordinary.
Hmm. Give me another D20.
Two.
Who?
Yeah.
I go to the other statue.
Alright.
I kind of grab Carlos on his shoulder and I point to the other statue where Trevin and nobody went, I guess, I think.
Yes.
I go to that one.
Alright. Move over to it, and Carlos kind of just tilts his head. But this isn't the one we were told to go to.
You think I'm going to listen to these people without knowing what's going to happen?
Fair enough.
If I'm going to die, I'm going to do it on my own terms.
Two of you kind of step onto it, and the faceless people kind of stare at you for a second before they each gesture for you to go to the other one.
Fucking... Can I tell anything about the statue closer up? Is there anything, like, arcane about it?
Looking at it, not that you can tell.
It's literally just a statue made to creep out children.
Correct.
Fucking... Okay. I guess I go to the other statue.
Alright.
I don't want to listen to them, but I'm going to.
Then you make your way on over. And as you step in, you feel as the ground from underneath you opens up and the two of you fall.
Oh. Well, I guess the Ring of Feather Falling is already coming into play.
But as you kind of fall, takes a little bit, but you kind of feel yourself standing on the ground and begin to look around and see yourself surrounded by mirrors as you appear to be in some sort of maze.
Hmm.
Kind of looking forward, you see a man with blonde hair wearing full plate armor with the crest of the Empire on his shield and a broadsword at his side. Standing next to him, you see a man clad in what appears to be regal robes and blonde hair tied back in a tight bun with... It seems strange. He almost seems not completely clear within this mirror, but something still holds him there.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to have a bit of purpose in his step. Kind of comparing where the two are, the one in armor is Unix.
Oh.
The other
That's...
one being Carlos.
Hmm. Arcana?
Go for it.
21.
21? You've heard of something semi-like this, but not to this degree. This appears to be some sort of magic that is showing an alternate reality, choices that you had not made, and a life that you could have had.
Mm-hmm. You said this was a maze, yeah?
Yes.
I start making my way through, or try to.
Alright, give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Say 18.
Which you can also see Carlos seeming to be staring at the reflection as well, almost with a hint of sadness on his face.
Should I ask?
Are you saying that, or are you just thinking your thoughts?
I was thinking to myself.
Fair enough.
I'll tuck that away for a different day. Right now, I just whistle and point to where we're going,
Alright.
or where I think we need to go.
Kind of glances over slightly before kind of snapping out of it. It's almost seeming to remember that you're there. Right. Let us move on.
Just staying quiet as we walk through this.
Alright. Two of you continue to walk around. What'd you get on your check?
18.
18? Then kind of walk around, and it doesn't take you too long to find what appears to be an exit. As you are approaching it, we move into the next area, which appears to be a hallway. We go back to it.
Damn, it got quiet.
That's because I'm looking at something.
I'm intrigued of the idea that I could have been a paladin.
A paladin, but your stats are still in the wrong area.
Yeah, my wisdom is maxed out instead of my charisma.
I was hoping Abigail wouldn't be just.
So, as both Nobody and Trevin step through, you can see two, well, kind of going forward a bit, what appears to be two doorways ahead. One marked with Area 3, and looking behind you, Area 2. Then, towards the very end of the hallway, Area 5. Jade, you there?
What's up? Sorry.
As you and Trevin step into this hallway, you can see two doors ahead of you. One that is marked with Area 4, and then at the end of the hallway, Area 5. Looking behind you, you can see Area 2.
That's Area 3.
Area 3 is behind you.
I thought
Wait,
you said Area 2.
Area 2 is ahead of you. Area... I'm getting numbers mixed in my head. Your Area 2 is behind you. Area 3 is ahead of you. And at the end of the hallway is Area 5. I'm having to bounce between several sections to keep these numbers in order. Which, having to repeat as I scroll through is making it difficult.
I wonder what's, I wonder what door 4 is.
Joe and Kyle looks on. I think this may be 4.
Alright. Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Like going from 3 to 4 to... Wait, no. Going from 2 to 4 to 3. Though I guess there is a connection between 2 and 4 if you go even. But in any case, I guess I should ask, would you rather go in different doors or the same one?
Well, if we go into 3, we're taking a step back. If we go into 5, then we progress.
It's true.
1 step forward, 2 steps backwards.
But sometimes, let's see. So progressing forward would potentially get us out here quicker. But taking a step back to look at everything that we are doing could also be wise.
Something
Interesting.
Like that.
Mm. Kind of want to see what's behind door 3.
Well, shall we go take a look then?
We shall. He'll make his way to the door and we'll swing it open.
Alright. As you walk over and go to swing it open, the door swings open towards you as a buff old lady walks through, and 2 of your companions follow behind.
Shuts the door.
Kind of just
Hello.
laughs a bit. You all did find the way out.
Well, more like the way forward.
Kind of turns and looks at you. I suppose that's correct too.
Wait, who's speaking to me?
A buff old lady, which you vaguely recognize her as somebody that you had gotten food from before, but you don't recall her being this buff. Also, I'm trying to
Did
find...
something strange happen to you, ma'am?
I was trying to find art for her, and if you look in VC, I found this instead.
Well, let's see what we found for buff grandma. Mom, something serious and wrong is going on with you.
I looked up fucking D&D buff old lady, and I'm getting a shit ton of orcs or from fucking... I've gotten 2 from Manuas, which are not old at all. You know what? Fuck it. Sure, we'll go with this one.
And buff grandma.
We'll go with that until I find something a little bit better.
Alright. Ma'am, you look fine as it. No. Ma'am, did something happen to you?
Not that I know of. No, I guess I was moved suddenly. I recall myself about to make some tea, and then I ended up here.
I see. Who are my 2 compatriots that came through?
Rick, Abigail, and Fenmeyer.
Yo.
Oh, the 3. I thought you said 2. Alright.
I forgot Abigail.
How dare you? So you 3 made it through. I suppose that's the door if you, that's the door you go through if you, go to the other statue.
So it seems.
Trevor pipes up. Still curious to take a look over there?
It's mirrors that have different versions of you, but if you touch them, you swap places.
Interesting.
And then the only way to swap back is get the other version of you to touch it. I would not recommend it because if the version of you doesn't want to go back, it might be very hard for you to come back.
I see.
But where do we go from here?
As far as I'm aware, we go through door 5.
Then let's.
Fair enough. I am curious what I'd look like in a different style.
Finnmeyer was some type of scholar. I was a beggar, and Abigail was non-existent.
Interesting. Kind of looks towards nobody. Do you wish to peek?
You know what? Sure. Maybe it will give me some insight
Fair enough.
We'll,
as to who I am.
we'll go ahead.
Then, as you all continue, nobody you step through.
I step through. Yeah, I step through.
Kind of step through, and immediately in front of you, you can see a mirror. As
I don't
long
know
as
why
can
you put-
see. I've sent you a message of what you see.
Yes, he will immediately turn around and head back through the door.
Aye. Can see as Trevor had begun to walk through and kind of take a step back. Oh,
I saw enough.
kind of tilts his head slightly. Well, now you've got me curious.
Well, then go look at yourself.
Fair enough. Kind of scoots past you and walks in. Which, do you wish to peek at him?
Sure.
Oh.
But I do it well, actually, I guess I should check. Is there a shadow close enough to the door?
Not that you can tell.
Fine, I'll peek.
Alright. You watch as he kind of steps in and looks at the mirror of himself, where you do see a Trevin with both his horns intact, as he stands more upright, wearing this black armor that goes from head to toe, only keeping his horns peering out. He seems to be almost have several what appears to be, why is my brain going blank, almost emblems on his armor, though you also can tell the blade at his side it almost seems malicious. Kinda just stops and stares at it for a moment. Well, as he kind of stares at it, coming around the corner, both Nyx and Carlos come.
I'll shift back.
Okay. Kind of looks towards Nyx and Carlos. Oh, so you all decided to follow as well.
Standing there wasn't doing anything.
Fair enough. Did you try fighting them?
No. That would have been my next theory, but... didn't feel like it.
Understand.
Not now, at least.
Then shall we catch up to the rest of the party?
Hmm.
Kind of gestures towards the door behind him. They're just on the other side. Figured I'd appear at a, alternate reality me, and, Dark Knight looking me seems a tad scary.
Can I see into this mirror?
You look where he's looking, and you can see this alternate Trevin. Which,
Oh.
In a bath suit.
if you'd like, you can roll a history check.
Let's see. Natural 20, 23.
Alright. Looking at his weapon, you've recognized this. Well, you've heard stories of this as it appears to be made out of a gemstone.
Oh.
This appears to be a Trevin that could have been the champion of somewhere that you are unsure of.
I'm
No,
gonna...
that is assuming this gem weapon means the same thing as the gem weapons you are familiar with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that to myself.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Two things I think about it.
Much. Enough dilly-dallying. Let us go on through, as he turns and opens up the door.
I follow.
Carlos kind of quickly moves through as well. Which, you can see nobody close to the door, and you can also see Rick moving just ahead.
By the way, Nick, if there was an evil version of me, and like I went ahead, I would 100% swapped. It would have been funny.
Fair enough.
Nah, you would have rolled a d2 first.
Yeah.
But, with that, we will end it there.
What? Oh my.
It just means that something major's about to happen that's going to take more than an hour and a half.
I mean, an hour and a half would put us at 4 hours.
How long have we been going?
For 2 hours and 30 minutes.
2 hours, well, it's 2 hours, 8 minutes, but that's also after, well, 9 minutes, but that's also after I stopped recording for a good 10 or so minutes.